Hey y'all, Selena here. I just want to make a great announcement here. I'm super excited. I now have a new office here in Nacogdoches, Texas. It is over on University Avenue for those of you who are familiar with here in Nacogdoches. 1329 North University, kind of by the intersection of Star Avenue and University across, catty corner across from Brookshire's. Um, Crazy excited. So we've got also a great announcement that I am also now offering thermography. So if you don't know what thermography is, I really encourage you to research it, look into it. It's a wonderful adjunctive health screening for breast health, thyroid health, cerebrovascular health, a lot of your vascular health throughout your body, like neuropathy, those kinds of things. So it's a really good tool to use to help you understand the physiology and what's going on metabolically under the surface, where other things such as ultrasounds or mammograms or x-rays, those kind of imaging are looking at the anatomical things. So you have to have, a broken arm or something, a mass there that should not be there for those to pick them up. But those things are not going to pick up things that are brewing under the surface. So I'm really excited to be able to add this feature on, or this service on, to what I offer. And I hope that you guys can check it out. And also, we have an open house coming up on March 24th. So at 4:30 to 6:30, and that's obviously Central Time because we're here in Texas. And you're welcome to come. There's going to be door prizes and refreshments, and you get to kind of see that what the infrared, the thermography imaging looks like. So just a quick kind of overview of what thermography is. It uses an infrared camera and it is picking up your surface temperature. So sort of like how your camera on your phone, you take a picture, it's looking at certain wavelengths and it's going to take those wavelengths and put them into little pixels of these colors. The infrared is looking at a different part of the spectrum and it's going to do the same sort of thing. So it's not looking inside your body. It's looking at the temperatures that your body is radiating. And from that, it can put together the pixels and give you the picture and the imaging. And most of us recognize and understand that most chronic diseases start with inflammation of some sort. So that inflammation comes from what? Increased blood flow, there's increased immune activity, or there's some sort of activity in the body that's increased that this is going to create heat. And that heat will then radiate from the body, and that's what the infrared is picking up, is that different heat patterns. So there's a lot of other things, like you can see different patterns like with estrogen dominance and those sorts of things. It's pretty interesting once you start looking at all the different ways that thermography can help to give a little bit bigger picture as to what else is going on with your health, to help connect all of those dots. And then one other exciting thing about that is the United Breast Cancer Foundation offers grants to individuals, both men and women, for a breast health screening. And it includes whether you want to get a mammogram, an ultrasound, or a thermography scan. So all three of those are covered. It's a $150 grant. The catch is you have to pay for your imaging first, and then they will reimburse you up to $150. So that is a wonderful way to go out and get your breast health checked. I mean, I just had a friend last year who passed away from breast cancer, and it's devastating to everybody, to friends, family. And so that's kind of, my mission is to help prevent chronic diseases. As most of you who know me, the reason I'm in functional medicine is because my child was diagnosed with autoimmune diabetes back in 2014. And to us, it came as a huge surprise because we thought we were doing everything right. We thought he was normal, and there's no family history of this. And it was like, where did this come from? Once we exhausted pretty much everything conventional. We had flown, literally, we went from DC to San Francisco, California, and many places in between, trying to get answers to what happened, why, what can we do to reverse this, and didn't get answers and got into functional medicine. Prior to that, we were doing natural things. Like we made our own baby food when he was a kid. We made our own breads. There was a lot of things we thought we're doing natural, organic, and all these great things. However, there was a lot of things that we were missing. He was sick from day one. His very first meal, he had massive reflux, and he constantly had some sort of, problem, whether it was reflux or he had RSV, he had sinus issues, skin issues, constipation, very colicky, and it just kind of went on and on until when he was 9, type 1 diabetes and autoimmunity. So the clues were there from day one, even though he was a healthy baby and a normal baby, according to some medical practices, he was not healthy. That was not optimal. So he might have been normal in the sense that it's common. Over 50% of our children, this is a stat from 2013, 2014. I really need to update this stat, but back in 2013 and 14, 54% of our children have a chronic disease or illness or are pre-diabetic. And 46, I think, percent, or it's over 40% of those children have multiple diseases. Our children are sicker than the generation before them. This is the first time in history that we have had these sorts of issues where the youth are sicker than the adults. This is not sustainable. This is a very big, big problem. So my mission has become to empower others with knowledge. I mean, we had lost 4 pregnancies. I knew there was something wrong during those pregnancies. I was dismissed. The same with my child for many years. It was like, well, he's normal. Take this antibiotic, or take this steroid, whatever it happened to be. And it's like he was not normal. So when I got into functional medicine, literally the first course that I took, the instructor just completely described my health, my pregnancy, and my son's health all the way to his autoimmunity. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. I had to actually stop the course and like redo it over and over because it was like, pretty emotional. So those instincts that we have, especially as mothers, that, hey, there is something wrong, that keep searching for that because there are other answers to that. So all I have to say about my office is that I'm super excited because here in East Texas, there's not a lot of functional medicine. There's a few more now. Like I am super excited that the physician that our family physician, he now does functional medicine and he only sees functional medicine patients. Him and I spent many, 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 many hours looking for answers for my son when my son was first diagnosed. He was in conventional medicine, yet he was absolutely amazing at supporting me in my search to find answers and my search of things that were alternative to the conventional approach. And so to have him actually be doing functional medicine is like incredible. But we don't have thermography here. So to kind of circle back to my friend who passed away, again, there's natural things that we can do, but sometimes we just need to see a little bit more insight. So I'm crazy excited to be able to offer East Texas, Nacogdoches, and the rest of the deep piney woods this service that we can help empower ourselves and move our health forward. So also, I am hoping to be able to do more videos. You see, this is my first video from my new office. So I am crazy, crazy excited about that. And I will give you a quick spin around here of the lobby area because I'm right here in the lobby. So you guys can see that. Or should I wait for you guys to come to the open house to see it? I don't know what I want to do. I'll let you guys see because I think I'm kind of excited. So I'm going to try to spin the camera here maybe. I don't know how much. If it will spin. There we go. So we have some of my favorite supplements. Most of you know I'm not a big supplement fan, but I have a few here of the key ones that I use a lot. And there you can see the outside door. And then here's the waiting area. So we have like 2 really nice windows and some chairs. I probably need a few more chairs. And then that's basically it. My camera's going to go crazy. Let me get this back down here. And I have a new stand. So I think it's working. I think it's, pretty good there. Okay, so that's kind of a little sneak peek of the office. And then back in the back is the thermography room. And that's where you have the infrared camera and the imaging for that. So another really exciting thing on this infrared is that typically how the infrared imaging works is very similar to when you get an x-ray. You go in, you get your x-rays, the x-rays get sent to a doctor, he reads it, interprets it, sends your referring physician a report, and you kind of go from there. That's similar to how the thermography works. So you don't need a doctor's order to get it. You can order it on your own, but it gets sent off to doctors to interpret it, and then it comes back to you and you have this report. However, the company that I am working with that does the interpretations, they are working on where you will actually get to speak with one of the doctors. So I think that is incredible. I am super excited. It's kind of in the works right now. So it hasn't been completely rolled out, but that is something that's coming, is that part of the process, you will actually get to speak with one of the doctors that are interpreting it. So, and there's not going to be any sort of change in the price on that. So that's crazy exciting for me. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's just awesome. Because I mean, that's part of the thing. Like, well, maybe they don't understand. Like my one son who has arthrogryposis, The interpreting doctors don't necessarily understand like all of his nuances, and the imaging tech, sometimes the angles they will take his pictures, his feet look 100% normal. My child does not have normal feet in any sense. I mean, the only way I guess is his bones are kind of, if you turn them sideways, they're in the right alignment, but he doesn't walk. I mean, he has to walk sideways on his feet, so that, him walking on the sides of his feet is not normal. But from a physician looking at, oh, these look normal because the tech completely changed the camera angle, those kinds of things, were crazy, crazy frustrating for me, because it's like, the report comes back like, oh, he's normal. It's like, my child cannot walk. Like, he's on the sides of his feet. The x-ray tech completely took the camera, got in his wonky position, took him and put him in a wonky position so they could get the picture instead of taking it, to see the abnormalities. So anyway, all that to say is I think that's going to be a great value for people to be able to actually talk with the doctor. And there's no other interpreting thermography organizations that I know of that allow the patients to actually speak with one of the doctors. So super excited about that. So I hope you guys that are in East Texas will check that out. And if you're not, you are so welcome to fly here to East Texas and visit us. We are the oldest town in Texas. So there's a couple of, really nice, cute things or interesting things here in Texas, but we are the deep piney woods, and it is also known as Nacogdoches because we are kind of in the middle of nowhere in East Texas. So all that to say is the closest major airport, I guess, would technically be Shreveport, which is about 90 minutes away, but your big, big airport would be Houston, which is literally like 2 hours, almost exactly 2 hours from Nacogdoches, and it's just one road, 59. So if you're wanting to come visit East Texas, I would love to have you come. And that's basically all that I have right now. And I will keep you posted. And again, I'm going to try to do some more videos to kind of help educate you guys and answer any questions that you have. If there's anything that your instinct is like, hey, I've been searching for this and I can't find the answer to that, message me, comment, and I will do what I can to help you get you in the right direction or give you the information that you need, whatever it is to help you move your health forward. And it is great to kind of be back on YouTube again. And I look forward to seeing you guys all again soon. Take care.